You absolutely need to feel all the emotions, and it is healthy to let them out of your body, get them out of your body, but you need to learn how to do it in a safe way. And do it in advance as a prevention before it feels like the pressure cooker inside, and then you like emotionally vomit at somebody uncontrollably and then you regret it. The reason why those emotions are inside of you, it's justified. It's totally logical, normal, and it's like, I don't know other words how to use it. Like it should be there. There's nothing wrong with you having these emotions. As human beings, we are supposed to experience and live and express the whole range of emotions, not just the good and suppress the bad and pretending there's nothing in between, right? You are supposed to fully experience the wave of all emotions, including sadness, depression, stress, anger, rage, frustration, right? All of this, impatience, all of this, it's totally normal. The problem is because we were told as kids, don't. You can be only happy or quiet and agreeing with me, your parent, right? All the rest, cut off, because this is not wanted. You're not a good girl. Go to your room and think about it, because this is not acceptable. Come back when you calm down. Well, thank you very much. Well, where are the tools? How should I calm down if you're not showing me how? You're just judging me for having all these emotions. They are normal. As a kid, we couldn't say that to our parents because we didn't know. We thought they were right. Sorry to say, they were not. Okay, not blaming them. They did the best they could with what they knew, but there's kind of like the psychology and trauma awareness and research has evolved quite a bit in the last 20, 30 years, right? So this is the message for you, and it's important for you as a parent, not just personally, so that you take the permission granted to go and experience, validate all of your emotions, because then you already know where I'm going with this. You need to be able to do that for yourself so that then you can create a safe space for your kids to do the same. Because just like you, they are totally normal human beings who are going through a lot of feelings. They need to learn how to deal with them without suppressing it and trying to quiet it down, because that's not a nice way to treat other people. Okay, so specifically, what is this way? Going back to the story of this mom who felt like she would love to rage. She was dreaming of getting like really angry at her mom and raging. So I said, well, that's actually like your subconscious mind is already giving you the answer. You need to let that rage get out. Now, rather than waiting for your dreams to come so that you can allow yourself to feel it and to at least experience it in your dream, you can take control and do it in your awakened time. Just whenever you have a moment at home, ideally by yourself, take a pillow, right? So that you don't alert your neighbors too much. Do whatever you want to do with it. Scream, punch, go for a run. That's why physical exercise is so good, because you need to get it physically out of your body. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with it. You have to get it out. That's the first step, okay? And do it rather in advance before it escalates. I have lots of moms who come and tell me, well, I'm screaming in the pillow rather than screaming at my kids, but they are doing it when it's already too late. When they're already in a situation with their kids and it's already tense. So then they're like, okay, kids, give me a second. Mommy needs a break. They have to leave, go to their bedroom and like screaming the pillow. And then the kids are standing there wondering like, what the heck is going on? So ideally, you would want to do this in advance. You need to evacuate and get it out before you throw it at somebody else and you hurt them with it, with your emotions, right? This is the thing that you can do right now today, okay? It is a short-term solution, just to give you a heads up. It's a short-term solution that will help you manage the symptom of it, like the symptom, meaning it will help you manage the rage from escalating. However, let's be honest, it's not going to take the rage away. The rage will keep appearing. People will keep triggering you. So the only long-term solution to solve it, make that rage, like stop it from showing up every time somebody triggers you. The only solution, long-term way how to get rid of all of these uncontrollable emotions is to heal them. Heal them through specific kind of therapy, and specifically generational developmental childhood therapy. You can check more about what it is, if it's for you, how it works, what are the steps. You can learn more about that in the regular Mommy Tantrum trainings and the private podcast that I'm having, and we can link it below in this episode. Okay? So step 1, work with that anger and rage and frustration before you, like before the pressure comes too high, and in the middle of the heat and the moment, you blow it up at somebody else. Work with it in advance by yourself. Get it out in a safe way without hurting anybody else and without damaging your relationships. Okay? That's the first thing you can be doing preventively. Then, when you're already in the middle of the action, in the middle of the heat, and if it's your kids, like we are talking about your kids and how not to yell at them when you're stressed out in almost every podcast episode. But when it's specifically your parents who are triggering it, this is very often. So first of all, no, you're not alone. This is very often the biggest challenge for all of us, because the moment we go into interaction with our own parents, it feels like we become the kids again, right? It feels like they start treating you this way. You start feeling that way, like as if there was your parent who was criticizing you, judging you, and you start shrinking and feeling like the kid who's, again, made feel like you were not enough. You were not good enough. You were not worthy of their love. There was something substantially flawed in you, and just like there's something wrong that you cannot fix inside of you. And that's what often happens in conversations with our parents. And it's totally normal, but that's something that needs to be worked out. So again, the only long-term solution is you need to do your childhood trauma therapy. But what you can do in the middle of that moment is, I love to do like ninja flips, like hi-cha! Rather than you feeling like a victim and the not good enough kid, what you can choose to do whenever there's somebody who's criticizing you, who's angry at you, who's blaming you, who's stressing you out, rather than taking it as an attack, as somebody throwing arrows in you, or like somebody tried to hurt you, you turn the mirror and you hide behind the mirror and you flash the mirror right back at them. More than about you, the attacks of the other person are speaking or showing, revealing their pain. They're showing, revealing the little kid in them who is hurt so much. They are in so much pain, which is the reason why they are attacking you in the first place. There's something that you said, or you didn't do, you didn't say. And sometimes there is even nothing like that, how you contributed to it, but it triggered something in them. That's the reason why they are reacting. If they were completely healed, completely clean, completely trauma-free, completely in like healthy situation with their emotions, knowing how to manage them, how to experience emotions, how to live them and let them go. If that was the case, if you had a healthy individual in front of you, they would never lower themselves down to the level of attacking. Only hurt people, hurt others. So this is the shield I'm offering to you, should you want to use it, whenever there's somebody who it feels like they are attacking, they're coming at you. You can use this mirror as a shield, and rather than taking these bullets, like taking this attack to get get inside your heart and make you feel hurt, what you can do is to stand behind this shield of a mirror. You don't have to tell them anything, but this is what will go through in your mind. You will start seeing it, that whatever they are throwing at you, it's actually coming from them, because they are feeling connected to it somehow. They are feeling whatever they are blaming you for, it's usually the thing that they didn't sort out yet themselves, that they are not comfortable with. And because they don't know how to do it, they throw it at you, because it's easier to point the finger at somebody else than look inside and sort it out. Which is, by the way, what you're doing with your kids. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da, just saying, yeah? But that's why your parents are doing that with you. So don't let that come in. See it for what it is. It's a proof of their own pain and their own inability to manage their emotions. And just like that, you can see it flying your way. You can hear them say any hurtful words, and you can choose to let it drop. Do not take it in. Once you start doing this practice, once you start healing your childhood trauma, you will realize you have a choice actually. You can choose. You are not the victim of other people's attacks. You can choose to hear it, recognize, more than it being a proof of your inability, your not good enoughness. It's a proof of their unhealed pain. And the moment you see it for what it is, their attack, then just like that, you can let it drop down on the floor. I know this is not easy to do. I know it might sound like, okay, sounds interesting, would be great if I could do it, but this is like, no way. And so let me set the expectations right, because this is indeed, like, this is the advanced trauma healing level, okay? This is what comes with a lot of practice. Sometimes it might work with lighter triggers, in lighter, less dramatic conversations. And sometimes you will realize only afterwards what happened, okay? I have plenty of examples from my own life. And now, because my mom unfortunately is gone, so my only teacher of emotional awareness is my dad, who's very good at pointing out all the things that like making me mad, making me feel still not good enough. So rather than me being upset, I really see him as my teacher, showing me where I have raw spots, because he's very good at pushing his fingers in it, like with salt and pepper. Even it feels like sometimes like, and he's smiling. He's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying. It's like, thank you, Dad, for showing me where I need to keep healing my wounds that you and Mom put there. Not blaming you for anything, but yeah, this is the work. I will keep going. Thank you for showing me there's still more work to be done. I will keep my ego in check. I cannot be sitting here and thinking like, hey, I've been doing this for years and I helped heal hundreds of women, so ego flying high. No, I still keep humble. I keep my feet on the ground, because this is a process. So let this be the permission for you not to let the judge in your head beat you up, because notice this is again the inner critic in your head. It's again just a trauma result from like who talked to you and in what way, how they communicated with you, what they told you about yourself. That's the internalized inner critic. It's the voice of your mom and dad from your childhood, most often. So see it for what it is. Do not let that judge in your head beat you up. You're trying. It's more than good enough. You will not always succeed. You will have blow-ups. You will have have emotional explosions. And that's okay. The key step is the awareness. And the key goal you should keep in mind, perfectly imperfect, it's not only that I'm worth it, like I deserve to feel at peace and not feel like a traumatized little hurt kid whenever I talk to my parents, especially for Christmas, because I want to have happy memories. Who knows how many Christmases we have left with them, and this is not the last conversation. This is not how I want to remember them. But also, more importantly, you want to be giving it your best try, because your kids are watching, right? And more than what you preach and teach and how you do your sermons to them about their emotions when they are not behaving, when they are having a hard time, they are watching you. I just saw a great quote on Pinterest the other way. Don't worry about your kids not listening to you. Worry about them watching you all the time. This is why you want to clean up your acts and how you communicate with your parents or siblings in these family gatherings. Yeah? So hopefully this is going to help you. Step 1, prevention. Whenever you can prevent any emotional by taking care of yourself in advance, go for it in any way you can. Expressing it, letting these emotions out in advance. And then once you're already in it and it feels like somebody's coming at you and attacking you, you don't even have to say anything. Just with your energy, with your staying anchored, you can stay in your calm by realizing it's their stuff they're trying to throw at you. You don't even have to say anything. Don't react. Don't let that hurt you. Set your boundaries. You can say, this is hurtful, and I'm not going to stick around for this conversation to further deteriorate. So how about we take a break? And let's talk about something else, right? Or let's go back to the kitchen. Let's go back to the room. Hey, kids, who wants to go outside? Who wants to play this game? Divert the attention. Dodge the bullet, like avoid escalations in this way, because nothing good came out of family drama that is triggered by one or two people whose judge and whose inner critic go loose. Yeah? So please stay safe. Take very good care of yourself. And my final invitation for you is going to be, well, wouldn't it be fun if? Plant this beginning of a question in your mind and keep asking yourself as often as possible. Wouldn't it be fun if this family meeting was drama-free this time? Wouldn't it be fun if I stayed calm no matter what? Wouldn't it be fun if this year around I would focus on creating amazing memories, like happy memories, no matter what drama is going on? Wouldn't it be fun if I was the light I want to see? If I was the one who brings peace, rather than waiting for other people to behave? Okay? And wouldn't it be fun if I could forgive myself for all of my imperfections, all of the drama I did create in the past? How amazing would that be if I could feel at peace and I could forgive myself and I could feel like I feel love for myself. I feel compassion for myself. And therefore I can extend it to others and forgive them their mistakes and imperfections. Wouldn't it be fun if that was possible? Thank you. Thank you for even trying. It's more than good enough. This is the way. It will never be perfect, and that's okay. You can be here for all of it. Keep me posted about how it went. And if you have any questions, any more specific challenges about like how to survive family reunions, then let me know.